Imagine this scenario. You're walking down the street with the love of your life holding her hand, and this guy comes out of nowhere, this huge guy, and he starts picking on you and starts talking shit about you and your girlfriend. What do? How do you handle that kind of situation? What do you say? Do you punch the guy and take care of your girlfriend, or do you negotiate with that person? I'm Sifu Bogdan. I am the founder and creator of the Leadership Through Martial Arts concept. And today I'm going to be answering a question that I got from somebody that's watching these videos and the stuff that we're posting and what we're doing over here at our Excellence Center. As you can see, we're actually just getting ready for a seminar where we're going to present 5 strategies to take your life to the next level, to improve your self-confidence, to have a lot more success in your life, and of course have those authentic relationships. So let me get to our viewers' question. So the question is something along the lines of, it's actually not a question yet. So he's saying that I have this big problem. I am very weak physically and mentally, and my fear is that if I'm walking down the street with a girl that I want to be with, and somebody would say something mean to me or my girlfriend, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know how to react. And he says, can you please give me some advice regarding this situation? So let me first of all say that most of the difficult situations that I put myself in, and I really want to emphasize that I was the one putting myself in those kind of situations where I had to fight on the street, where I was picking fights myself because I was responding in a very aggressive way to the people that probably gave me a look that I didn't like, or probably said something that I didn't like, or something that was affecting my ego back then. So what I've discovered was that when I became when I became at peace with myself and had a lot more balance in my life, and I was okay with where I was, and I accepted my situation, right? Things changed. I didn't have to fight on the street anymore. I didn't have to respond to these kinds of situations anymore because those people just disappeared out of my life. I know it sounds funny, right? You learn how to defend yourself so that you get more balance and you get more peace, and thus you don't really need to defend yourself anymore. So what I'm trying to say is that first you learn how to overcome your fear. Because if you get into these kinds of situations, the truth is that you're being fearful. You're afraid. You're afraid of what that person might think of you. You're afraid that somebody's judging you and he or she might be right. If I come and I say, right, you're not a speaker, you're not a writer or something like that, and I come to you and I say, look, I hated your last article. But you don't write any articles, right? You're gonna look at me and you're gonna say, what's wrong with you? It's the same thing that if somebody comes to you and says, look, you're stupid, or I hate your shirt, or I hate the way you walk, or something like that, but you love yourself and you love your shirt and you accept the way you are, you understand that that person is not talking about you. He or she is talking about himself. They're emphasizing, or they're seeing things that they don't like in themselves. So, in that point, there is no need to argue anymore with that person because you know that they're not trying to offend you. You know that there's something that they don't have, there's something unresolved in their lives, right? And it has nothing to do with you. Does that make sense? So, and of course, if the situation escalates and you really need to defend yourself. For example, in Wing Chun, we say there are 3 stages to street fighting. There's the negotiation stage, when you say, okay, look, I'm sorry if I offended you. I didn't mean to do that. We don't need to get this to escalate the situation. So what you're trying to do is basically resolve the situation without having the physical contact, right? That's actually the second stage. I forgot about the first one. The first one is avoid. Avoid situations like this. Avoid neighborhoods where your life might be in danger or your partner's life might be in danger. Avoid these kinds of situations. Avoid responding to a verbal attack. So you have avoid, negotiate, and traumatize. Traumatize. If you need to use your martial arts knowledge, or if you need to punch somebody, you might as well punch him hard. Why? Because if he gets up, you're gonna be in trouble. So the best is avoiding that kind of situations, those kinds of situations. Being at peace with yourself, loving yourself. If you cannot avoid, if you cannot negotiate, then you really need to learn how to defend yourself. And you better be sure that you have power in your hands and power in your actions, and you express confidence in the way you walk, in the way you talk. So that when you do have to fight, you finish the fight very quickly. Because if you don't show your confidence, or if they smell your fear, right, they're gonna become more confident, and they're probably gonna knock you out, and they're probably gonna do something very bad to your girl. So what you do is actually you learn how to defend yourself. You raise your self-confidence and your self-esteem, and you learn how to love yourself. And then you'll be very, very surprised to find out that those kind of situations just disappear. And it's not something you can just wake up in the morning and say, okay, now I'm a confident person, now I have the physical preparation to handle myself in a fight. Because a lot of guys, they think they would handle themselves in a fight very, very easily. It's not that kind of a situation, right? You need a bit of experience. You need to study this kind of situation a bit in case of a physical altercation. So I hope this answers your question, and I hope this is helpful for you. If you have any more questions, be sure to write me a message or write a comment below this video. And of course, don't forget to like and share this video. Bye-bye.